Welcome back to my channel. I am Shakira Garden and I am so excited and so grateful that you decided to click on this video today. Welcome back to my channel. This isn't going to be anything long. I just wanted to come and share with you all the word that I got for today. I'm so excited. And of course, we know today is New Year's Day. This is January 1st, 2021. So welcome. Hello, how are you? Right? But last night at our New Year's service, our theme was prepare to exit, coming from Exodus 12:35 through 42. And so last night as I was laying in the bed, the new year had come. I was up to probably like 2 o'clock. The new year had come in and everybody was asleep. So I finally decided to just get into bed. I didn't feel sleepy for some reason. So I put on my AirPods with my meditation music and I just laid in the bed. And as I was laying there, I heard the Spirit say, Acts 5. So I'm trying to go to sleep. I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and write this down now, because if I don't in the morning, I'm likely to not remember what the Spirit said. I'm likely not to remember. So I got my phone, went immediately typed it in my notes, X5. Then I said, let me just read it. So I'm literally hanging off the side of the bed with my phone, trying to read in X5. And in X5, the message, it was talking about Ananias and his wife Sapphira. I hope I'm saying it correctly. And it kind of was tying in with the message from church, which was Exodus, like I said, Exodus 12:35 through 42. And one of the worship songs that played yesterday during service was, I can't remember the name of it, but a part of the song was saying, take it all away. Take it all away. And then we just kind of, God, just the Spirit was just kind of leaning into that, take it all away, for him to take away everything that's holding us back, take everything away that's not like him, take it away, take it away, take it away. And what he was sharing ultimately was, a lot of times when we're preparing to exit, when we're going into a new season, when we're going into something new, we try to take things with us. We try to keep things for ourselves that God has essentially told us to give away. And so when he sent me to X5, of course, when the Spirit said X5, I didn't remember exactly. I was familiar with the story of Ananias, but I wasn't, when he said X5, I had no idea that this was what it was. So I wanted to just kind of I wanted to read some key verses this morning and share with you all. It says, but a certain man named Ananias, with Sapphira his wife, sold a possession and kept back part of the price, his wife also being privy to it, and brought a certain part and laid it at the apostles' feet. But Peter said, Ananias, why have Satan filled thine heart to lie to the Holy Ghost and to keep back part of the price of the land? And then verse 5 says, and Ananias, hearing these words, fell down and gave up the ghost, and great fear came on all of them that heard these things. And then verse 8, and Peter answered unto her, Ananias' wife, tell me whether ye sold the land for so much. And she said, yea, for so much. Then Peter said unto her, how is it that ye have agreed together to tempt the Spirit of the Lord? Behold, the feet of them which have buried thy husband are at the door, and shall carry thee out. So I love that God gave me this particular passage, X5, and it just went completely in alignment with what we were just talking about at church, about preparing to exit, and not keeping things that God is calling you to give away. So in this particular passage, they were supposed to sell the land and give everything from that sale to Peter, give it to Peter and the disciples, because they were preparing for ministry. And what Ananias and Sapphira did was essentially took and kept what they were supposed to give away. So I think that's the theme for this year, to not, as you prepare to exit, as you prepare for the things that's new and the things that's coming up that God has for you to do, it's important for us not to keep those things that he's calling us to give away. And you can't keep something and God is calling you to give it away, because what happened with them eventually, it led to their death. It was their fate. Like they fell dead immediately when Peter found what they had done, after he asked them, like, why did you do this? Why did you keep this? And God asked you to give it away. They both fell dead there. You know what I mean? So I think it's important for us to understand, like, when God is calling us to give something away, when he's calling us to move from a particular place or a situation or a circumstance, it's important that we not try to keep what he's calling us to give away, because the end of that could be your life. So in this season, you may not die naturally, but some things are gonna die if you decide to keep those things that God is calling you to give away. So as you prepare for this new year, as you prepare and you have in your heart and your spirit what you want to do, and whether it be spiritually, financially, in your family, whatever it is, there's some things that you have to give over to God. There are some things that you can't take with you if you want to see the manifestation of those things come to pass. And what I wrote down in line with what we're talking about is you will more than likely have one person to agree with your foolishness. Most times it's those that's closest to us. It was Ananias' wife. They agreed together to do this thing, knowing if you have to hide it, then you know more than likely it's something that you shouldn't be doing. And they decided to hide what they were doing. So they knew it was something that they shouldn't have been doing. So you're going to have somebody to agree with your foolishness. You have to be able to have wise people around you, someone that's going to correct you, someone that's going to hold you accountable, that as you're going about these changes and the changes in your life, that you don't have just yes men or yes women in your corner. You want someone that's going to tell you the truth. And it's important that we are mindful that our decisions would not only affect us. The decision that they made together affected them both. It wasn't just Ananias, it wasn't just Sapphira. They both fell dead. So it's important for us to know that the decisions that we're making, the choices that we're making, the things that we're deciding to keep, not only affects us, it affects those that are attached to us. So this year, in 2021, I want you to write down your goals and things that your aspirations and things that you want to see, things that you want to see God do. I have my desk full of things, and I'm not going to do everything overnight. Everything won't be an overnight process, but it's for us to initiate it, for us to start. And I think for so many of us, that's where we kind of get hung up at. It's like, how do I start? You start by just starting. I had a wonderful talk with one of my close girlfriends today, and it just blessed my heart. So get you those people that can speak into you as you speak into them. Like, you need people that can really speak to your heart, people that can really speak to your spirit, and people that can call those parts of you out, those insecurities or those things that you're doubting and you're questioning. And you need those people in your life that will help you navigate the next moves and the next steps that you are taking. So that is all that I wanted to share. And I guess if I had to give today's little study, if I had to give today's study a title, it is, if you take it with you, it will kill you. So today, make the decision now not to take anything that's not bringing you joy, not to take anything that you can't see the blessings of God on, not to take anything with you into this next year, into this next season, because if you take it with you and it's not supposed to go, it will kill you. Amen. Amen. So I just wanted to share before we go some things that I have that I'm going to be doing throughout this year. Like I said, it's not going to be, I'm just going to jump into everything, because that's when you get overwhelmed and you just stop doing anything because you didn't fill your cup with all this stuff that, we're being unrealistic. But I do have this planner, all the things planner, and I've already started writing in it. I got a prophetic word from one of my close friends, and I wrote that down here. And so today, and this is how it looks for the month of January. So what I'm going to do is, these days are off, but nevertheless, I'm going to write down goals, my January goals, and it may just be weekly goals. Like there's enough space for me to do this by for the weeks, so that I'm not overwhelmed or or feel like I'm doing too much. Like I said, you don't want to overwhelm yourself, but you do want to put in place things that you're going to do, that you desire to do, so that you can reach your goals. So I have my All Things Planner. I have my 2021 Fresh Start Planner, and I think I got this from Dollar Tree, I believe. But I love to write stuff down. I like using my notes in my phone when I have to, but I like to physically write things down. So I'm going to be using this. I read the Becoming, the actual book, but I'm going to be completing. I've had this journal for forever, but it's so pretty. Look at her. She's so pretty. I haven't wanted to write, and I'm like, it defeats the purpose of having it. So I started writing in it a few weeks ago, I guess. And so each day, of course, it would kind of coincide with the novel, with the book. But each day she's asking questions, and it's not dated. You would date it as you filling in. So I'm going to continue to do this probably late in the evening after I've done everything else. And of course, continue to study and read my Bible and study. And I also have my devotional journal here, which will be available for purchase very, very soon. I'm so excited about that. It's just beautiful. I'm so excited about it. So yeah, I don't want to keep you long, but I just wanted to share some things that I will be implementing for the new year. And just encourage you to not take anything with you into this year, into this next season, that is not going to be conducive to where God is taking you. And I think the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and expecting different results. So today I encourage you to write it down, to devise a plan, and to create actionable steps as you walk into 2021. And yeah, that's all I have. Thank you all so much for watching. Going to try to put anything I think you may need in the description box. If you have any questions or any concerns, just let me know. And as this channel grows, just let me know what you're interested in seeing, if you're interested in hearing. I want to be a servant to the people. So I want to make sure that what we're doing here is helpful and impactful. So thank you all again so much for watching, and I will see you next time.